People, quick video. I'm sure you've all seen it, but Uno Emre and the Arsenal lads will be heading to Dubai for, I believe, a week for some warm weather training. Why we're able to do this is because the week we're actually supposed to play against Wolves. We know we're meant to play a rescheduled game against Wolves, but there's been a lot of chopping and changing because Wolves are obviously at this moment in time still within the FA Cup. We were eliminated by Man United. We beat them on Sunday, so it's all good. But yeah, because of that, we're not back in action, I believe, until around probably, when do we play Newcastle? I believe it's don't quote me, people, but it's not the 31st of March. It's the 1st of April, I believe. We've got a game at home against them, so it's a good thing, man. For me, I want to see it, man, because obviously you've seen Spurs go to Barcelona. I'm sure Liverpool have gone somewhere as well. Not this year, but historically, you've seen a couple other teams do a lot as well. I think Bournemouth as well. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Have gone on warm weather training, and it's nice, man. For me, obviously, it'll be another. It's a good chance for the boys to bond already. One thing I give the Arsenal players, I know a lot will be said about us and what we haven't got and what we need to do, but I actually think there's good spirit within the team. I feel it's crazy, but you obviously not everybody's the best of friends, but it's crazy how many footballers from what people I've spoken to are actually not friends. Like, and you don't need to be friends. You've got a job to do, but when you've got a good harmony in the camp as well. Even Mustafi, he looks like a great character within the side and someone that's really respected. When you've got a squad like that and they're very in touch with the coach and stuff, it's a good place to be. And it's Uno Emery's first season, so it's him, his coaching staff and himself. He's still getting to know these players. Obviously, they bonded over pre-season and the tours and that, and they've obviously bonded because of the trials and tribulations of this season, the highs, the lows, and the in-betweens. But this is another opportunity to do so in Dubai. For me as well, completely unrelated to football per se, but I'm happy for the likes of Iwobi that's going to be involved, Maitland-Niles if he goes. Obviously the younger players as well, because these guys, business would Iwobi have in Dubai in March if he wasn't a professional footballer? Ainsley, Maitland-Niles and Iwobi and everyone, they've seen Australia, they're now going to see Dubai, and they're going to see many more countries. And I think because of football, it's a great thing that inner city London kids are not only able to find a passion that provides a very luxurious way of living and gives them a lot of means to do things away from football, but see the world, man. I do hope for this trip, though, the likes of John Jules, Amici, Saka, and probably Medley and a couple others. I'd like Ballard as well to be involved, to be fair with you, because it's a good chance for the young players, and I feel it would be good for the young players because none of the players I've named have gone away, at least up to my knowledge, with the team already like that. Obviously, they've been called up, but not gone away with them for pre-season tours. It'll be nice for them to see just how much Arsenal, they know how big Arsenal is, but to see how heavily followed Arsenal are, because in Dubai they're probably going to go crazy. And again, it allows them to be closer to the first team, to bond with the first team, to see how close they are, not only how close, but how far they are from that level. And to be honest, it's good, man. I wouldn't mind if Ballard got a look in as well, because I think he's an underrated player. Not here to say for potential, but he's a real defender in terms of just being a defender and not the glamorous playing out from the back. I think he's the best defender within this club at youth level. He's been doing his thing, man, and I feel for someone that almost got released and was going to sign for Stevenage, his development and his determination, he deserves to go away. But it's down to Uno Emery to bring the individuals who he deems can add quality to the training sessions and add quality to the squad. So yeah, it's good, man. They'll be bonding. Obviously, we're going to, I believe on the 26th of March, we're going to be playing against a side in Dubai. I've got them written down. Nasir Dubai SC, in which we're going to be playing a match as part of the opening of their new stadium. So it also has, not only does it have the team benefits, it also has commercial benefits, because obviously you'll see Arsenal playing against Dubai and playing against this Dubai side, and they're opening the stadium. That's going to draw a lot of viewers into it. Obviously, we're with Emirates. I don't know if Dubai is technically part of the Emirates, but that whole region, it would make sense for us to keep boosting our profile within that, because we've got the Fly Emirates stuff. So this has commercial benefits as well as it has sporting benefits. Wenger might have done it, and I could be wrong, but I personally cannot recall a time we've flown out to go anywhere. I keep saying Barcelona because that's what the Spurs lads seem to do, but I can't recall a time when we've ever done this, to be fair with you. So I'm quite happy to see it. There's not much to read into it, to be fair, but I'm happy to see it, man. To be honest, maybe even a few more young players could play as well, because if I'm completely honest with you people, I probably wouldn't play my key players against this Dubai side, or they wouldn't get more than 45 minutes because, like, at this moment in time, we might be out of the Europa League per se, but let's say at this moment in time, we're still to play the second leg in Europa League action. So you've got Europa League on the line. Top four is top third and fourth place. In fact, is neck and neck. So there's a lot to play on, and it would be a shame, touch wood, if Aubameyang or Socrates or anyone was to get injured in a game in a friendly, which was actually our own engineering because we technically shouldn't, in theory, be there. We're midway through the season, but I'm all up for it. If nothing more, at least it's warm weather, man. And I mean, it's better than, I know London's a bit bipolar. 1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it's sunny, but looking outside, it's peeing down with rain, and so. Yeah, if I was one of these players, just simply to get away from this and do a little Dubai stuff and things like that would be good, man. But me mainly, I'm the main reason for me I'm happy with it is team building, man. That you can never underestimate team building drills and away days and stuff. And togetherness is a big thing. We know many of these players need to get cut loose. Many of them are not good enough. But spirit is a massive thing. People praise City. One thing that City, for all the tactical nous of Pep Guardiola and all the ability of the players, but one thing that team has is spirit. They pull together. You cannot underestimate spirit. Unai Emery's already introduced a bit of that. In fact, let me not lie. As much as our team has been rubbish, let's not act like these players are not professional athletes and they don't have any pride. But anyways, it looks to me like there's a renewed sense of passion and them things there, and I want to see us build on to that because it doesn't matter who comes into this club and all of these things away from the tacticalness and all of these other things about football. At the base level, everyone has to pull into the right direction and everyone has to get on with each other. And everybody has, if they're not going to get on, everyone has to be able to put their egos to the side for the greater collective. And I'm all for anything that will improve teamwork and building and stuff, because if you like who you're working with or you feel part of a team and you share the same ethos, you're going to work harder. You're going to work 10 times as harder, people. Think about it logically, because you're not just going to feel you're letting yourselves down. You're going to feel you're letting down the man or the woman next to you or the man and the woman next to you. You get the point I'm making, people, and that could be used in many things. But yeah, man, it's got commercial benefits, it's got team building benefits, it's got weather benefits, and it is what it is at this moment in time, man. It's just a chance to jet out, to be fair with you, and there's not really much more I can add to that, really. I've spoken for too long, so on that note, I'm going to keep it pushing, people. But people, Deluded, thank you for watching and rocking. And finally, before I go as well, special shout-outs to Daniel Ballard as well, I believe. I've seen that he's actually been called up to the Northern Ireland's full international side. There's a 27-man squad, so it remains to be seen if he'll get time. But just to be recognised at that level is good, man. I know he's been called up to under-21s. For me, I think he deserves it, man, because FA Youth Cup last year, he put in a good performance. I mean, he's fought for his Arsenal career. He would be at Stevenage, really and truly. Wasn't given a scholarship initially, was let back in under Yonka. Long story short, he's gone on to become the captain at under-18s level, now pushed into under-23s. Personally, obviously, if you look at someone like Medley's more polished than him. Medley looks, when you give him a ball at his feet, he looks the more modern-day centre-half. But I believe Ballard is a better defender than him by trade. Actual what defending is, I think he's a better defender. I do think Medley can be very clumsy and very naive and a lot of things. And that's not to say Ballard's perfect. I just feel he's more of a defender than he is. What goes against Ballard is he can pass the ball, but he doesn't look as glamorous. He can't bring it out from the back to the level Medley can and stuff like that. But I like Ballard, and I feel it would be good for him to be involved, man, really and truly. If not to get minutes, but just to be involved, really. Because, I mean, if somebody's working hard and they're doing their thing, I always believe you should recognise it. Obviously, no under-18s will get looked at, probably, apart from the star ones. But there's a couple under-18s, lesser profiles I would look at as well. And I think someone like Ben Cotterill, Matt Smith, that, to be honest, they would benefit greatly from being involved as well, to be fair with you, man. Because it'll be just rewards, to be fair with you, based on how they've played. But back to the main point, yeah, we're going to Dubai later on this month. So, yeah, people, Deluded, subscribe, do the rest. I'm out.